What's up, YouTube? This is me, Derek Shepard, founder, CEO of the Brotherhood of Duelists. I just got home not so long ago, and I want to discuss a few things, especially how I managed to get my PlayStation 4 that I have for at least 2 years now. Well, it all started in 2016 when I needed a PlayStation 4 and I couldn't get it at GameStop, so I brought it. I personally brought it off somebody. I brought it off somebody using the app OfferUp. I don't recommend doing it I don't really recommend doing it because there's people. There's a lot of people around. Some of them will take advantage of you. Some of them won't. And I don't like giving out money to people who I don't know and stuff. But at that time, the guy was nice. He gave me the PlayStation 4, and the one I had was the original PS4, 500 gigabyte with Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on it. Now, I had fast forward to 2018. I had during the summer, I think it was during the summer. Yeah, it was during the summer. I had upgraded my PS4 to 1 terabyte by taking out the 500 gigabyte, whatever it is that you automatically come with. So I took it out because I needed more space to play my games. And to tell you what games I'm into, I'm mostly into fighting, RPG, and sports. Precisely wrestling, because I'm a wrestling guy. I grew up on wrestling. I also like my friend Christopher Perkins, aka AnimeDragonX. I also am an anime guy too. My first anime I got to see, and I was very young at that time. I was in elementary school. I was actually probably 12, 13 years old when I first saw Sailor Moon for the first time. And ever since I watched Sailor Moon, I got hooked on anime. I went from watching Gundam, mostly, G Gundam, which is my favorite Gundam of my favorite Gundam series. Also like Iron Blood of IBO, Iron Blood Orphans. I also like Gundam Unicorn, but I haven't gotten a chance to watch it all like that. But I also liked it at that time. I also liked the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and to this day, I still like Power Rangers. To this day. And I originally grew up with the Mighty Morphin era. And I literally got my son, who is now 7 years old, about to be 8 years old in a few weeks, into Power Rangers. I also got him into wrestling as well. But back to the anime side of things, I also liked Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. And as noticed, most of the hashtags now I notice, I'm a member of Team Hushia. And I'm also a member of Team Sony. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Wise, yes, I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game. I still do, but I'm about to stop playing less and less and get more into Cardfight Vanguard and Dragon Ball Super. I also play the Pokemon Trade Card game, TCG. And I have 3 decks from there. I have a Mewtwo based deck, I have a Incitar War based deck, and a Solio based deck. And I actually play good with with the Mewtwo deck because one, no one has gotten a chance to beat in it and everything like that. I also used to own a 3DS. I used to own many different 3DSs. I also used to own the original Xbox, but I never owned the Xbox 360 or a Xbox One. But I I played the 360. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling on too quick and stuff, but it's been a while. It was literally, I wanted to make this video because one, I want to at least share some personal stuff about me and about what I like and stuff. And I will also say this, as an anime fan, I literally went to Anime Boston last year, well this year, technically it'll be last year in 2 days, for the first time. And I enjoyed it. I had one heck of an experience. And yes, the only reason why I'm saying I'm using heck and stuff, because I don't want to use 4 other words right now. It's also late. It's like 1 o'clock, almost 1 o'clock. It's like 12:30, 1 o'clock, I don't know. I don't really keep up with time and everything like that. But long story short, I'm heavily into fighting games. I'm heavily into anime. I'm heavily into sports, like wrestling and stuff. Yeah, I also like football. I really don't like. I like the Red Sox, but I don't always watch baseball like that. I'm actually happy that they won this year because one, I had doubts about last season because all the stuff that happened and everything like that. What else? I am currently unemployed right now. Yes, I'm currently unemployed, and I do need to get lighting in my house. I have a lamp, and believe it or not, this lamp, it may look like it's covering my whole house, but it's not. So don't blame me. Just blame the lamp I have. I also have a computer that pretty much is on its last legs. I actually told AnimeDragonX that personally, that my laptop is on its last legs, so I gotta upgrade my laptop. Most likely, I'm gonna have to do it not this coming month. I'm gonna have to do it the fall. I gotta have to do it at least in April because the next 3 months is gonna be one interesting month for me. Yes, I'm gonna be making videos. That's one thing. I'm gonna be making videos all throughout the year of 2019 and up. But the next 3 months is interesting because one, my son's birthday is in 2 days from now. I also have I have an eye doctor's appointment in 2 days. In 3 days from now. I also have a regular doctor's appointment so I can get to meet my new doctor and also a week from now. And also, and this is actually true about me as well, I also have Valentine's Day I have to celebrate, and I also have my longtime girlfriend of 13 years. Her birthday's coming up, and then in March we have a 14-year anniversary coming up, and and that's on March 4th. We actually met on March 4th of 2006. This is when after I stopped working for a bit, I went back to work in 2000. I went back to work in 2007, and I literally quit the job because one, they wanted to make me work in the kitchen, which at that time I didn't want to work in the kitchen, and I told my boss that, but he didn't want to listen to me. So I was like, I had enough. I quit, and to this day I never looked back, and I'm actually glad that I'm not working, but at the same time I'm considering work. I'm considering work right now, but I don't know if I will be working and everything like that. And I know this is actually this is not one of my longest videos, but it's up there. It's not, and I didn't plan to make this long. I didn't plan to do anything of the sort. I just didn't want to deal with. I just wanted to just go home. I had to speak to my mother, who's always been there for me, and I'm always there for her, no matter what. Of course, I recommend every YouTuber to be there for their parents, because if it wasn't for your parents, none of us wouldn't be born right now. I agree with that. If it wasn't for anyone's parents, we wouldn't be born right now. And yes, I am from Boston, Massachusetts, and I currently live in Boston, Massachusetts, but I live on the south end, which is I live not too far from South Bay Station. I also lived there. I also lived there 2 red line stations. One of them being Broadway Station and the other one being Andrew Station. I also lived not too far from from Heinz Convention Center, where Anime Boston's held every year. I don't live also too far from Copley Station, and I also don't live too far from Mass Ave Station, which is also an Orange Line bus stop and stuff. And believe it or not, I live right down the street from my first and only job I had. My first job I had, which was Goodwill, Morgan Memorial Goodwill Industries, and I worked there for at least a year. Went to become a janitor. I walked away after a month because I got falsely accused of stealing, which that was not the case. I proved myself I proved myself and everybody else wrong about them accusing me of stealing. So I walked off the job. I tried to work at Goodwill again, and which led to me walking off the job there because they wanted me to work in the area where at that time I wasn't comfortable working and I didn't want to work there. Then I tried to work for Work Inc. and you guessed it, I quitted my job there too because at that time, my aunt when she was alive, she needed me to come to her house, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to come to her house so I can go see her, get money from her at that time. And you know what? God bless my aunt. She had passed away. We're about to come up on 3 years of her passing away. She passed away from cancer, and believe me, cancer hits hard for me because I lost 2 aunts within years of each other. I lost my uncle to natural causes, and 25 years ago I lost my brother to gun violence. And to this day, I never used a gun. I never want to use a gun. I do not like guns at all. And what's sad about it, my brother wasn't the only one that lost his life to a gun. I also lost a cousin to a gun. And I don't really like to go into my personal history with people online, but it's best that you guys need to know who I am and know where I come from, where I stand from, everything like that. I also have a Facebook account. I also have a Twitter account, which my Twitter account is D_Shepherd1985. That's my Twitter account. My Facebook is literally my first name. All you gotta do is look it up. And I also run the Brotherhood of Duelists YouTube page and Facebook page. I personally run it because, and believe it or not, when I say the Brotherhood of Duelists, that doesn't mean it means it's strictly Yu-Gi-Oh. No, it's not strictly Yu-Gi-Oh. It's also a gaming page. It's a gaming website. I mean, not website. It's a gaming channel. It's a gaming Facebook page, and me and my longtime buddy from high school. I mean, not from high school. My longtime buddy who I grew up with, James Query. Also, we do unboxings. We do unboxings on that channel, and he'll pop up from time to time on my personal channel. And like I was saying before, I mentioned this on my last video, that hopefully AnimeDragonX and I can actually collab and do a video together. Cause we both are anime guys. We grew up on anime. We both played Yu-Gi-Oh. He quit Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm actually in the process of leaving Yu-Gi-Oh at that time. So, and if you see the red stuff coming from my teeth, it's not blood. I was eating something. Pretty much I was eating a Swedish fish, okay? So, forgive me. And like I was saying, hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna get Soul Calibur 6, and I'm gonna get WWE 2K19 for me and my son, and also I gotta get I'm getting a PlayStation 4 for my son. Most likely it's a Slim or a Pro that he's getting. I recommend the Pro because you get more. I'm sorry for looking down while I was saying it, but I recommend getting the Pro because when you get the Pro, you can play in 4K, everything like that. And I'm also gonna be getting him Injustice, most likely Injustice 2. I'm also getting myself Injustice 2. I'm also getting some other games, like for instance, I might get Persona 5 again because I had it the first time and I had something happen to it, so I wasn't able to keep it and stuff. So I'm just gonna get all my old games I used to have and replay them again. I might get PS Plus, if not this month, the following month. Will I continue playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Yes and no. I will be continuing to get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I might do unboxes of them, but will I play Yu-Gi-Oh all like that? It's gonna be slim. Me playing Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna be slim to none now because one, I'm sick and tired of the consistent OTKs and the fact that they ban cards that I don't know. They ban cards that, tell you the truth, that actually help certain decks. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I have like different Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I have 2 different zombie decks. One is called Mayakashi, and one is a pure zombie updated zombie deck. I have a Nefertiti's deck, which I had built with help. I also have a Sabus deck that literally at that time my whole build was based around. At that time, it was based around getting out Firewall Dragon, but since Firewall Dragon's banned, it got out Cyber's Caught Dragon, and I also played Counter Fairies. And at this time, I'm currently not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Why? Because I want to do something more. I want to do something more than just play one card game. I want to play other card games, especially ones that are interesting to me. And hearing AnimeDragonX on his Vanguard versus Yu-Gi-Oh video saying how good Vanguard is, I'm actually interested in playing it. I'm so interested in playing it. Also, I had a friend of mine named Brian tell me how good Dragon Ball Super is, and I want to play that too. I tried to get into the Naruto the card game when it was out. I'm currently into Pokemon the TCG, and I can play it, but I don't have too many people to play it with, so forgive me and everything like that. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to what I had to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Also subscribe to AnimeDragonX, Team Huchiya, Team Sony, Della Shepherd. Peace.